Young and hungry, Ali knew that greatness was built in the quiet moments of the day. So that's exactly what he chose to do. He ran nearly every day, did long shadowboxing sessions, and relentlessly trained his body. Then, he added unorthodox methods, such as visualization, to which he surprisingly did all the time. And that's what made him extremely agile, achieve godlike stamina, and become one of the greatest athletes of all time. So these are the training methods that birthed an historic legend that you can do at home without needing any equipment. I'm Takeshi Fit, and I'm here to show how you can get shredded like any of your favorite celebrities and characters. Let's break down how we can train like the greatest without the need of a gym. Looking at Muhammad Ali's actual training, he followed a routine that was as unique as his personality. His mantra, "Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee," was the blueprint for his entire philosophy, and the results were nothing short of spectacular. In the ring, Ali moved with a fluidity and lighting past footwork. He could duck and weave through a barrage of punches without breaking a sweat, same as watching a masterclass in the art of how to not get hit. Ali knew that in order to have a strong body, he would also need to strengthen the mind. So that's why he combined the best of two worlds. He honed his agility and speed in the mornings and prepared his mind with visualization in the evenings. But this approach was considered unconventional at the time. While other boxers were pumping iron in the gym, Ali was dancing to the beat of his own drum. He jumped rope with the grace of a ballet dancer and the speed of a hummingbird. On top of that, Ali incorporated lots of cardio in his training routine. He preferred running in the great outdoors, but he was also seen chopping wood, like a modern-day lumberjack in his training, building strength in ways that left everyone scratching their heads. Ali's longtime trainer, Angelo Dundee, once said he was the worst gym fighter in the world. But that's exactly why it worked. While others were giving their all in the gym, he saved his true power for when it mattered most, in the ring, under those bright lights. But in order to reach there, this was considered just a warm-up, because the training hack that made Muhammad Ali the greatest started right before the day even began, when most of us were still sleeping. The sun hasn't even come up, yet Muhammad Ali was already lacing up his running shoes. His early morning runs, what he called road work, were a carefully crafted blend of intensity, frequency, and terrain that set him apart from the competition. Various sources say that Ali jogged 3 to 6 miles every day for 40 minutes, the equivalent of 5 to 10 kilometers. This was one of the techniques he used to secretly build the leg strength and body endurance he'd need in the ring. That's why he constantly pushed his cardiovascular system to new limits, because consistent running improves recovery time, boosts stamina, and gives boxers that extra edge in long, grueling fights. Therefore, in a boxing match, when other fighters were gasping for air in the later rounds, Ali was just getting started. A little known fact about Ali is that despite running almost 6 miles every day, he sometimes adapted his routine, like running to the gym when he couldn't get a ride. He was always thinking on his feet, adjusting his training to fit his circumstances. Those early morning miles were laying the foundation for his success through compound repetition. Every step, every hill, every bead of sweat was bringing him closer to greatness. His great feats in the boxing match are the result of those quiet, early morning sessions, running non-stop when no one else is watching. For a no-equipment, at-home version of Muhammad Ali's road work, we'll replicate the cardio intensity, endurance building, and mental resilience he gained from running. This workout can be done in a small space without equipment, and it's designed to push your cardiovascular system and leg endurance in a similar way to Ali's road work. Just like his early morning miles, this is best done first thing in the morning before you start the day with your responsibilities. 1. Running in place. Start with 10 to 15 minutes of jogging in place non-stop. This is a good cardiovascular exercise if you only have a small space or want to do short bursts. Now, nothing beats going out for a run outdoors or hitting the treadmill, but if you're short on time, this is perfect for you. But your muscles work a bit differently than when you run normally, because regular running uses more of your glutes and hamstrings and is easier on your hip muscles. Whereas, running in place, you're mostly lifting your knees straight up, which doesn't need as much strength from your glutes. This exercise strengthens your ankles and lower legs, but it can put extra pressure on your knees and hips. 2. High-intensity intervals. Alternate between 30 seconds of high knees, Ali shuffles, jumping lunges, and burpees. The aim is to do as many reps as you possibly can during those 30 seconds, followed by resting 30 seconds to repeat this exercise for 10 to 20 minutes. This will burn a lot of calories while simultaneously building your cardio, explosive power, and leg resistance. But Ali's road work was just the warm-up. His real work began when he laced up his gloves. Muhammad Ali's approach to the heavy bag was nothing short of revolutionary, the way he saw it as a living, breathing opponent. He'd circle the bag, pepper it with quick jabs, then dart away as if dodging a counterpunch. This was a conscious way to build the footwork and reflexes that would make him near. His trainer watched in amazement as his fighter turned bag work into an art form. That's because he added feints, quick lateral movements, and lightning-fast combinations. Ali would practice his entire repertoire, including those unconventional techniques that would later baffle his opponents. That's why all those hours of fluid movement around the bag paid off big time in the ring. For a version of heavy bag session that you can do in any location, we're going to replicate Ali's training with footwork and lots of shadowboxing. So we're going to start by visualizing an opponent in front of you as you move around, like in a real fight. Throw jabs, crosses, hooks, and slips. Sidestep and dodge. Keep moving as if there was a real opponent in front of you. This will develop your muscle memory and prepare your mind for quick reflexes. Next, we're going to add feints into it. By that, this means throwing fake punches, followed by quick light punches, like jabs or combos. We're going to do this by rounds. 3 minutes of shadowboxing, followed by 1 minute of rest, and then repeat from 6 to 12 times, replicating the timer for a real boxing match. On top of running and hitting the bag, one of Muhammad Ali's most prominent techniques he was famously known for was the jump rope. If you were wondering what made this heavyweight champion move like a ballet dancer, the answer is a $5 jump rope. Because after all, for a man who was extremely fast and agile, that was one of his secret weapons. In his hands, the rope became a tool for superhuman agility. In the evenings, he'd do a 20-minute rope workout that would leave most of us gasping for air. The truth is, he turned rope jumping into an art form, mixing up his footwork with quick, light touches and longer, more powerful jumps. Sometimes he'd cross his arms or hop on one foot, challenging his balance, timing, and coordination in new ways. That's because jumping the rope strengthens the same muscles used for lightning-fast footwork. This made him have insane leg and ankle strength and excellent timing, which he applied extensively in the ring. To jump rope like Muhammad Ali, we're first going to do the 3-step boxer skip. This is the foundation exercise for his movement. As you can see here, he jumps on his stiff leg 3 times, while the other is bent before switching, and doing this over and over. This is a good exercise to get your rhythm going, and once you practice and get the hang of it, it becomes relatively easy on your joints. The next exercise is a combination of running in place with the crisscross. So basically 4 to 5 running in place and then crossing. To make it easier, choke the handles so you have more space between each jump. Then, Ali was also known to do the double unders. Muhammad Ali did them for short burst, doing them very fast and for short periods of time. This is about training your speed of action and moving the wrists to make the rope spin faster. Like with anything, jumping rope requires practice, so be patient if you don't get it right the first time, and remember to have fun with the process. But jumping rope was just one of his ways, because Muhammad Ali was also known for thinking outside the box, which led to some interesting training methods. Muhammad Ali focused on functional strength and endurance with some unorthodox methods. He chopped wood, tossed medicine balls, wrestled with training partners, and even swam. These activities engaged multiple muscle groups simultaneously to improve his overall body strength and coordination. But Ali didn't completely abandon traditional exercises. Lucky for us, he was fond of bodyweight movements and calisthenics. Muhammad Ali did mainly sit-ups and push-ups. It's said that he would do 500 sit-ups every day, plus numerous push-ups. He famously said once, when asked about how many sit-ups he'd do, "I don't count my sit-ups. I only start counting when it starts hurting. When I feel pain, that's when I start counting, because that's when it really counts." The results were clear. His training made him as quick as a lightweight fighter and as strong as a marathon runner, even though he was a heavyweight. This also helped him avoid injuries that other fighters might get from lifting heavy weights in the usual way. If we want to try this in our own workouts, we do 2 to 3 sets of push-ups and sit-ups until we can't do any more. In other words, until our muscles literally give out. There are good and bad sides to this. The good thing is that training until failure can build muscle strength and size faster and help experienced lifters break through plateaus. But for some people, it could be too much and might slow down muscle growth due to overworking the muscles. A 2016 study found that well-trained people gained a bit more strength and muscle when they lifted heavy weights to the point of failure. But in a 2017 study with young women who were active, training to failure didn't give any extra strength or muscle gains. The thing is, this training to failure that Muhammad Ali did almost every day was connected to what he did in the evenings after his physical workouts were done. Part of his training included taking the evenings for mental training. That's why he prepared for boxing matches much in advance. He won them long before any physical preparation. His philosophy was that physical training is only half the battle. Research shows that training the mind can significantly improve performance, enhance focus, and reduce anxiety. Ali was tapping into these benefits long before scientists could explain them. He directed his thoughts and willpower into visualization, picturing himself dodging punches and raising his arms in victory before every fight. In a nutshell, he was programming his mind for success. Ali constantly showed this via affirmations, which made him dangerously confident. Muhammad Ali's training style wasn't just fascinating, it was also incredibly effective. That's why, if you've tried various workout programs and you haven't seen the results you desire, I invite you to consider a different approach. I'm offering a personalized 8-week body transformation plan tailored to your unique physique and goals. So if you're aiming to develop explosive strength like Ali, or simply want to enhance your fitness with custom workout plans tailored to fit you, then I encourage you to check out the link down below. I'll see you there.